Okay, so today we're going deep on something kind of different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about local marketing, but not the usual stuff, like ads and flyers and all that.
Right, right.
It's more about uh, becoming like a leader in your community.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the course we're looking at is called
Hmm.
Local Marketing Leadership, Becoming a Real Community Champion.
Catchy title.
I know, right? And it's not just about marketing tactics.
Yo.
It's this whole philosophy.
Okay. I'm intrigued already.
Me too.
Yeah.
So they have this framework called REAL.
Real.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Relationships, equipping attitude and leadership.
All important things.
Right. And they say these are like the core of successful local marketing.
Makes sense. I guess you gotta have those things to be successful in anything, really.
Yeah, for sure. But they go pretty deep on each one.
Okay, let's start with relationships then.
Right. So obviously relationships are important in business.
No, absolutely.
But this is about more than just like networking.
Yeah, more than just handing out business cards at the Chamber of Commerce.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about building genuine connections with people.
Right.
People who can help you make a real difference in your community.
So who are we talking about here? Like, who should we be focusing on?
Well, they actually suggest like mapping out your relationship ecosystem.
Relationship ecosystem. That sounds kind of complicated.
It's not really. It's
Mm-mm.
just about identifying the key influencers in your area.
Oh, okay.
Like who are the people that everyone listens to?
Okay, so like the local bloggers or...
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe the head of the parent-teacher association,
Mhm.
or even like the owner of that popular coffee shop everyone hangs out at.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
So the course encourages you to like really think strategically about
Yeah.
building relationships with these people
I like that.
because they can amplify your message and help you reach a wider audience.
That's smart.
Yeah. But it's not just about them. It's about building relationships with everyone.
Oh, yeah. Your customers, your employees, your suppliers.
Yeah, everyone you interact with.
Makes sense.
Because when you have strong relationships, people are more likely to trust you.
Of course, and support you and want to work with you.
Exactly. Okay, so that's relationships.
Okay, what about equipping?
Okay, so equipping is about making sure you and your team have the tools and resources you need to succeed.
Okay, so this is like the practical side of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for your team, it's about making sure they're trained and empowered to embody this community-focused mindset.
So like workshops and training materials and stuff.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But it's also about making sure you have the right systems and processes in place.
Oh, right.
Like using a good CRM system that's specifically designed for local businesses.
Yeah, a CRM can be so helpful for managing all those relationships.
Absolutely. And it can help you track your progress and see what's working and what's not.
Definitely got to have the right tools for the job.
Exactly. Okay, so that's equipping.
All right, what's next? Attitude, right.
Attitude. So this is all about having a service-first mindset.
Service first.
Yeah, so it's about constantly asking yourself, how can I add value to my community?
I see.
And it's not just about making a sale. It's about genuinely wanting to help people.
Okay, so like what kinds of things are we talking about here?
Well, it could be anything, really.
Mhm.
Like offering free workshops to share your expertise,
Mm-hmm.
or sponsoring a local Little League team,
Yeah.
or even just taking the time to learn your customers' names and what they like.
Oh, I love that. Like going the extra mile to make people feel valued.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because when you make people feel good, they're more likely to come back to you.
Can tell their friends.
Right.
But what about when things get tough?
You mean like when you face setbacks or competition?
Yeah, because running a local business isn't always easy.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
But that's where having a positive attitude really comes in,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps you stay resilient and keep going even when things are tough.
So it's about finding that inner strength.
Yeah, and remember your why. Like, why did you start this business in the first place?
Right, to make a difference.
Exactly. And the course actually shares some really inspiring stories of small businesses
Oh,
that completely transformed their local impact
wow.
just by shifting their attitude to one of service and resilience.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's really powerful stuff. Okay, so that's attitude.
Okay, I think I'm getting this real thing now. What's the last one?
Leadership.
Oh, okay.
And this is where it all comes together.
How so?
Well, it's about going beyond just running a business
Okay.
and becoming a true leader in your community.
So like getting involved in local politics
It
or...
could be that, but it's more about using your platform to elevate others
Oh, I see.
and championing local initiatives that you believe in.
Okay.
Like maybe you're passionate about education.
Mm.
So you could start a mentorship program for kids in your community,
Mm.
or maybe you're passionate about the environment. So you could organize a community cleanup day.
Yeah, I like that.
The point is to use your influence to make a positive impact.
And inspire others to do the same.
Exactly. And there's actually an activity in the course where you design your own community-focused project.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really great way to put all of this into practice.
So how does all of this tie back into marketing?
That's a good question. So the course provides a real-based marketing campaign blueprint.
Real-based marketing campaign blueprint.
Yeah, it's basically a framework for planning and executing your marketing efforts through the lens of real.
Interesting.
So for example, let's say you're planning a community event.
Okay.
You would use the real framework to guide everything from your messaging to your outreach to your partnerships.
Ah, I see.
The idea is that by incorporating real into your marketing, you'll create a more authentic and impactful campaign.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it'll help you build stronger relationships with your community.
Which is ultimately what it's all about, right?
Exactly.
Wow. I'm really impressed with this real framework.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's really changed the way I think about local marketing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It's not just about selling, it's about making a difference.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it can be applied to so much more than just business.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like you could use this framework in your personal life too.
Totally. Like if
Mm.
you're involved in any kind of community organization or group,
Yeah.
you could use real to make a bigger impact.
That's a great point. So for everyone listening out there, what's one small step you can take today
Yeah,
to build a more meaningful connection in your community?
that's a great question to think about. Maybe volunteer some time or
Yeah.
donate to a local cause or even just strike up a conversation with your neighbor.
Sometimes the smallest actions can have the biggest impact,
Absolutely.
and you never know where those connections might lead.
So true. Well, that's our deep dive on the real framework.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.
See ya.